This is troubling because it is suspicious.
They're not sure if Michael Krein was killed in a hit and run as it initially appeared when his body was found in a roadside ditch. And they're exploring the possibility that he was murdered in another location and that his body had been dumped.
There's a lot of unanswered questions that are still going on.
There's a lot of finger pointing among those closest to Michael, with his ex-wife suspicious of girlfriend Jennifer DePace and Jennifer deflecting blame toward her ex-husband, who's trying to throw it back on Jennifer and her family.
There was a lot of rumors and speculations that were flying around, and those were all looked at and ruled out or ruled in as part of the investigation.
Much of the talk was sparked by Jennifer's admission to police that she'd had a violent argument with Michael the night he went missing. And the CHP says Jennifer is the last known person to have seen Michael alive.
It's also rumored that Jennifer brought her black truck in for repairs on the front end. Did you all look into that?
Yes, we did. That was ruled out.
But Jennifer has never been charged and denies having anything to do with Michael's death. And she tells police they should instead take a closer look at her ex-husband.
She tried to point the finger at him.
Yes.
Investigators had already wondered themselves whether he might have been jealous over Jennifer's relationship with Michael.
Was Jennifer's ex-husband ever questioned as a possible suspect?
Yes, he was.
And on the condition that we would not show his face, he now tells Crime Watch Daily what he told authorities.
When the investigator said exactly these words to me verbatim, what would you say if we told you that she's saying that you might have had something to do with it? And I said, well, not only would she be wrong, that would tell me that she's trying to point the attention away from her.
Jennifer's ex vehemently denies having anything to do with Michael's death.
Where in your right mind would you ever make that allegation based on what?
He also denies speculation that he was jealous about his ex-wife dating Michael.
It didn't bother me because he was actually one of the characters I trusted. Because his daughter and my daughter were friends.
And Jennifer's ex redirects suspicion right back at her.
Jennifer needs to come forward with the truth.
Then something we never expected. In this shocking, bitter blame game, Jennifer's ex makes a startling allegation about Jennifer's parents, the owners of a family winery where their daughter also has a house.
Her parents know something about this, and somebody at that winery where they live on has some information.
This is the last known place where Michael Krein was with his girlfriend Jennifer on the property of her family's winery. We're going here to see if she or her family has something to say to sort things out. I'm greeted by Jennifer's younger brother.
We just wanted to do due diligence to give you and your family a chance to respond to some things that people are saying.
Jennifer's father, Gerardo, joins his son and gets right to the point.
If anything was done, committed, that is unlawful, and the police should have been on us and tell us what we done wrong. You see no police out here.
Jennifer's brother scoffs at her ex-husband's accusations against her and her family.
Her ex-husband is probably willing to say anything to disparage my sister because they're in a custody situation right now over their daughter.
Now Jennifer's mother is listening as I tell the family he suggested her husband may be covering up the crime for his daughter or even had something to do with Michael's death.
I think it could be greater towards the father that had a lot more to do with this than her, because he told me on several occasions, I don't like Mike, and I've chased him off this property several times.
He said that you probably killed Michael Krein, that you wanted him. He said that you had said you didn't want him around and that you probably took him out.
Look.
Oh, wow.
That's the most ridiculous thing I think I've ever heard.
Look at my face and how calm I am, and how there is nothing more important to me in my life and within my family that to have steadfastness, belief in the law, and abiding by the law.
Then Jennifer's ex makes another sensational allegation against his former father-in-law.
You're talking about a very rich man with a lot of power with ties to mafia in New Orleans.
That's what he said.
you're New Orleans homo.
It's not true.
Listen,
It's
listen.
Of course it's not true.
The one thing,
My husband, I know him for 46 years.
Rosa, please.
He worked hard since he came from me. From day one, he busted his ass.
Please.
Not like him.
Despite the allegations, no one in Jennifer's family has ever been charged, and now they're firing back at Jennifer's ex, claiming he was in the middle of a bitter custody battle over the kids and may have killed Michael.
He could have done it.
He had
What
he
about
had
him?
serious
He
issues.
could have done it.
Next, investigators deliver their verdict on Jennifer's ex-husband.
Hi, Jennifer. Nerissa Knight with Crime Watch Daily.
And Jennifer breaks her silence to answer the one question many are asking.
People are making allegations saying that you might have killed Michael.
But then Jennifer suddenly appears through another door of her home at the family winery.
Hi, Jennifer. Nerissa Knight with Crime Watch Daily.